Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
So we're going to be unboxing the Galaxy S10 Lite. Now for those of you who don't know, this is the Lite version of the premium Galaxy S10. There's also a Note 10 Lite. This is supposed to be a slightly more affordable way to get the S10 features, though there is a big difference in terms of specifications. Now for one, this is running a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 processor instead of the Exynos chipsets that we usually see on most Samsung flagships in India. The other big thing, this has a triple camera at the back with a 48MP sensor. Now the original S10 of course had a 12MP main sensor and the rest. So this is the big change in the S10 Lite. It also comes with something called Super Steady OIS, which Samsung claims will ensure very steady videos and the best quality photos even in low light. So let's quickly unbox the S10 Lite and take a look at what the fuss is all about. So this is the Galaxy S10 Lite and we're just going to quickly unbox it, take a look at what you get inside. Now that's the box. It looks like the standard box that you get for Samsung premium devices, which is again the S10 and the Note series. We've got this in the blue colored variant. Now again, as I already mentioned, the highlight out here is the 48MP camera at the back. It's a triple camera. There's a 5MP macro sensor and a 12MP ultra wide sensor as well. Samsung is also highlighting a feature called Super Steady OIS on this, and we just discussed that. Now the other interesting thing is that it's not made of glass like your regular premium Samsung phones. It's made of something called Glastick, which Samsung says has the look and the premium finish of glass, but without getting the scratches, though it is plastic. And it's a mixture of plastic and glass, so it's not really glass like you get on the Note series or on the S10 series. The frame on the side is, however, metal. This is also a slightly bigger screen at 6.7 inches. It's a Super AMOLED, of course, because that's what Samsung does make best. And yes, it comes with a punch hole design. The camera is bang in the center and not on the side like it is with the other S10 phones. So let's quickly unbox this. Let's just remove, this packaging out here. I'm just going to place the phone out here and take a look at what's inside. So you get the charger. So in the box, you're getting a 25-watt charger. Though remember, this phone actually supports 45-watt charging, and it comes, of course, with the cable. And Samsung is also giving you buds inside, earphones inside this. Another thing to keep in mind, it does not come with a 3.5mm headphone jack. So there's no 3.5mm headphone jack out here. These headphones have a Type-C kind of connector at the bottom, and that's what you need. So that's the phone, that's what you get inside the box. Let me quickly take out the charging cable, and yeah, that's the, let me remove all of this. That's the S10. There's also a case inside which I'll just show you. And so yeah, that's what you get when you purchase the Galaxy S10 Lite. The price for this is 39,999, and it does come with 8GB RAM and 128GB storage, which is of course expandable via microSD slot up to 512GB. So yeah, we've taken out the case. Samsung is giving a plastic clear case with the Galaxy S10 Lite, and as you can see, it has a very wide cutout thanks to this camera module, which does jut out a lot, but then that's expected. It's getting kind of common on a lot of smartphones. In fact, with the S20, we expect the camera module to be even more prominent. Let's quickly set up the Galaxy S10 Lite. Now it does come with Android 10. It's of course based on Samsung's One UI, and it has a 4500 mAh battery, which is again a positive sign because it will at least last you 2 days. And the fast charging is another plus point because that means you'll be able to charge this phone quickly even if you're running low and be able to use it. Let me just quickly set it up. So yeah, we've set up the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite. Now let's quickly take a look at what you get when you set up this phone. Of course, Netflix comes pre-installed, there's Facebook, Samsung Pay, yes, there's the Galaxy Store. Samsung's own suite of apps is of course all there as well, and Bixby is also there, along with the usual Google apps and some other apps from Samsung. So let's quickly talk about this camera. Now the main feature on the camera is the 48MP sensor. There's a 12MP sensor, which is an ultra wide sensor, and a 5MP sensor for macro. Now the macro actually goes as close as only 4 centimeters, though we've seen budget smartphones actually offering a macro lens which goes as close as 2 centimeters to the subject. Macro lens will basically allow you to get really close to the subject and get a close shot of the object that you're trying to click. So it comes with, of course, the live focus feature, which is, of course, Samsung's way of calling the portrait mode. Basically, it will blur out the background, and Samsung is giving plenty of options of how you want to blur out the background. So you can have a circle, you can have spin. There's a different. You can change the way the background actually looks in the blur with the live focus on Samsung. There's a live focus video as well, which will basically let you shoot a video and keep the subject, preferably a human subject, in focus while the background is blurred. So these are the features in the camera. There's of course the photo, which is for still photos as well, and you can click on this to go in the ultra wide mode. You can click here to actually get pictures at a higher resolution, which is the 48 MP. When you click on high, then it's clicking at 48 MP resolution, which is the main thing. And there's also a ultra steady mode in the camera as well. So this will ensure the super steady is on when you're shooting video, and even if your hand is jerky or it's shaking too much, the video that you'll get is smooth. And Samsung has the macro mode is available out here. The night mode is also available out here. There's of course a pro mode as well. The AR emoji and Bixby vision are of course part of the camera as well. The night mode will also result in better quality pictures, at least that's what Samsung is promising, even if the light around you is not so great. In terms of a quick recap of the specifications, you have a 6.7-inch screen, you have the Snapdragon 855 processor, it comes with 8GB RAM, 128GB storage, and of course the triple camera at the back. On the front, you have a 32MP selfie camera. There's a 4500 mAh battery on board with 45-watt charging support. So yeah, that's our overall look for the Galaxy S10 Lite. At Rs 39,999, this does seem like a very promising and enticing concept, especially for those who actually want to get a Samsung premium device but don't want to pay, say, something like 60,000 or even 50,000. This does seem a lot more affordable. And if you've always wanted to try out an S4 series phone in India with the Snapdragon chipset, then this is one of the options of getting this. Do let us know in the comments what do you think of the Galaxy S10 Lite and whether you think this is good enough to compete with the other premium phones in the market.